Life has many stories. Here's one that might just change how you see yours. What does true love mean to you? Is it when someone prioritizes your needs above their own? When they accept you wholly, your strengths, your flaws, your mess? Or maybe to you, true love is about showing up, staying consistent, and choosing each other every day. However you define it, it's valid. But let me ask, if your version of true love came with a price, what would you be willing to pay? Most of us like to think we'd go to great lengths to find it. We fantasize about it, build theories around it, and even shape our behavior to chase it. Yet, one of the most persistent and flawed ideas about love is this: you only find true love when you're at your lowest. It sounds poetic, humbling even, but I believe that foundation is broken. And it's precisely why many of us get the love we thought we wanted, only to find out it still doesn't work out. Let me explain. I was watching an African film recently where a rich businessman, average looks, no real riz, struggled to find love. Every woman he met seemed more interested in his money than in building anything long-term. Maybe they felt he was too good to be true, or maybe he led with his wallet and not his heart. Whatever the reason, things never lasted. So what does he do? He disguises himself, ditches the tailored suits, dials down the luxury, and starts approaching women like a regular guy. After a few rejections, he meets someone. They go on modest dates, build a friendship, and slowly fall in love. Eventually, he reveals his true identity, that he's rich, powerful, and not who she thought he was. Cue the dramatic music. She gasps, forgives him, and they live happily ever after. Or so we're told. The romantic lie we swallowed. We've seen this narrative too many times. Royalty hiding their status. Millionaires posing as commoners. And somehow, we've grown to believe this is what authentic love looks like. That people only stay for who we really are when we strip away all the perks. But think about it. If you loved someone under a disguise, did you love them or just the version they presented? Love built on deception, even well-intentioned, isn't more real. In fact, it steals the chance to fall in love with the full truth. When the big reveal finally happens, it often births pressure, confusion, or even guilt. The other person starts feeling like they've been tricked. Like, I didn't sign up for all of this. And even if they stay, they're often staying not because of love, but out of a sense of luck or obligation. That's not love. That's a transaction masked as loyalty. Gratefulness is not love. Here's where things get blurry. When someone accepts you in your worst state, broke, broken, or beneath your potential, we call that true love. But real love isn't tested by poverty. It's tested by transparency. Deprivation doesn't always reveal someone's character. It can mask it or trigger their survival instincts. You think you have found love in someone who doesn't love riches. They think they have found with someone who is exactly like them, but you are not. Let's flip the script. Imagine a poor man finds a woman who sticks around. Later, he becomes wealthy and assumes she was the one all along. But what if, when he reveals his new lifestyle, she starts feeling undeserving or lost in his world? What if she now tries too hard to measure up? What if she's overwhelmed by expectations she never prepared for? The imbalance begins. And now the relationship becomes a project. She's trying to earn what she already had. He's trying to prove that what they shared before was real. The innocence of the original bond gets corrupted by the pressure of a bigger truth. And have you ever stopped to consider what that imbalance actually does to the love itself? When you suddenly realize the other person is more than they first appeared, whether it's wealth, status, or power, it doesn't just shift how you see them, it shifts how you see yourself. The relationship slowly becomes a stage where both parties are acting. One trying to downplay their privileges, the other trying to earn a place they already had. Gratitude quietly replaces ease. Love becomes performance. And somewhere along the way, the innocence that made the connection feel pure in the first place fades under the weight of unspoken security. It's not that the love isn't real. It's that now, It's burdened by a sense of debt. And no one thrives in love when they feel they owe it. The disguise isn't noble. It's self-sabotage. Sometimes people wear disguises not to deceive, but to protect. They fear being used, misunderstood, or dismissed. So they shrink themselves. They hide their real stories, wealth, trauma, status, hoping to be loved for who they really are. But here's the irony. By hiding, they rob others of the choice to love them fully. Love must be a decision made in context, not in confusion. When someone chooses you, they deserve to choose all of you, not a curated version. This is different from leveling up to be a better partner. That's growth. That's effort. That's real. But disguises? They don't bring clarity. They complicate it. Not everyone wants your castle. Let's go back to the prince in disguise trope. Say the prince finds a sweet village girl who falls in love with him. But after she learns he's royalty, she's thrown into a palace life she never asked for. Everyone cheers, but inside, she's overwhelmed. The gowns, the etiquette, the spotlight, it's not her. She didn't fall in love with this life. She fell in love with a lie. And this is what we miss. Not everyone wants your upgraded life. Some people want to build from scratch with you. Others don't. And true love is about letting people choose what they want, not what you want for them. Even our tastes evolve with our circumstances. Let's take a break from fairy tales. Think of your favorite snack as a child. Maybe an ice cream brand you loved. Now that you're older and better off, would you still choose that same one? Maybe for nostalgia. But chances are, your taste has changed. That's not betrayal. That's exposure. In the same way, your current condition shapes your preferences. You can't swear by a love born from poverty and expect it to hold unchanged through wealth. That's not how humans work. We grow, and that's okay. So when is the best time to find true love? The honest answer? There's no perfect time. You can find love at your lowest, your highest, or somewhere in between. The key isn't the timing, it's the truth. The healthiest love stories are built not on illusions, but on transparency. Sure, your partner can't know everything about you from day one. That's not realistic. But over time, they should be able to learn the full picture and still choose to stay. That's the beauty of it. But here's what most people don't talk about. The right time to find love is whenever you're most honest with yourself. Not when you have the most money, the best body, or the biggest status. Not even when you feel loneliest. The best time is when you've sat with yourself long enough to know what you need and what you can give. Because love is not just about finding the right person. It's about being the right person, too. The more aligned you are with your truth, the easier it is to attract someone aligned with theirs. And most importantly, remember that love, true love, doesn't need your perfection. It needs your participation. It doesn't require a spotless history or perfect moment. What it does require is emotional availability, accountability, and the courage to let someone see you. Not the curated version of you, but the real, breathing, flawed, evolving you.